make his way to see spawn. But that leaves Marshall in a bit of a sticky situation because Excali has recovered an AK-47, and we all know how good this man is with that rifle in his hand. And there we go, spots out Marshall, instant decapitation, thank you very much, leaving Petri all alone in a 1v2 clutch, and Petri gets into a spray battle, comes out on top. Petri, yet again, clutch moments. Give a clutch to this man and he will give you the round. Seven rounds on the board for TMG, and they take the lead for the first time after the pistol round on the first half of Mirage. They're playing a much better game than what they played against Rage Inc. earlier this evening, and my god, was that game. Oh god, what was that game? 78 rounds of Counter-Strike were played. Oh, Sai with the cheeky boost and Ux getting instantly shut down. Oh god. In the meantime, Haku, the lone player over by high mid, he was going to be the lurk player, or going to be the linchpin essentially. He was going to make the plays mid to late round with the aggression, but that's going to change up very soon. Excali in the meantime is holding just by benches, just by bench. He's gradually making their way into the bomb site. Sai spots one out. Excali gets the kill, gets two. Haku in the meantime does get the kill, the double kill for him onto Sai. And Ribi, it's down to a 2v3, and it is doable, but Marshall needs to go huge this round. Excali just toying with the smoke and the site, playing it near perfectly. A-Star in the meantime does get Molotoved off. Haku gets the kill somehow, leaving Excali alone in the site, but he's getting flanked from B-Shot, and there we go, Ace finding the kill, leaving Marshall all alone to deal with the two counter-terrorists, namely Excali and Ace, the two of the most explosive players in the Indian CSGO scene. And Marshall gets the kill onto Ace, pulls out the Tech 9 and tapping away, and does land the kill onto Excali. Marshall just doing Marshall things. This boy is an absolute legend in the Bangalore Counter-Strike scene. What a clutch. 8 rounds on the board, and Entity going into the final round with a very, very shoddy buy, but they can make this work. I think Entity have been a much more potent threat to TMG on their force buys and anti-ecos than they have been on their full buys. Because yeah, TMG right now have pulled together 4 rounds in a row, but like the last 2 rounds have come down to a 1v2, 1v3 clutch situation, and that needs to change if TMG wish, you know, to close out games more comprehensively and more convincingly. Yeah, players aggressing. Look at Sai pushing up mid, but I think Marshall is holding that angle. Sai gonna get flashed. He's gonna avoid that perfectly, but Marshall with the quick scope, ending Sai. And A-Star unable to get the refrag onto Marshall. That's a man advantage to the T's, and they should look to keep it that way. Excali playing close with the UMP, spots out the head of Haku, and oh, Ux, instant decapitation. Ux just going ham on the B bomb side, opening it up all alone, getting the 2 entries into the bomb site with A-Star and Excali biting the dust. Now it's all down to Ace, who's going to be burning alive there. Gets Ribi down to 39 points of health against a full terrorist squad of 5 strong, and the Molotov comes in and Moon shoots him, and there's his funeral pyre. Rest in peace. A pile of bodies over there burning in market. The first half goes to TMG, 9 rounds to 6. A very, very commendable performance by TMG, getting 9 rounds on the T half. But, and here's the caveat, Entity are no pushovers on their T side. We saw Semperex do something like this, very similar in their game against Entity as well, getting more rounds than they should on the T side, but then when Entity on the switch, they were just phenomenal on the T side. They were just it was like they were like a team possessed. Yeah. Match has been paused. I think it is a tactical timeout being called by Entity Esports. In the meantime, I will take a drink of water as I think Sai tells his squad what to do, what pistol strat to run off his immensely deep playbook. Alrighty then. Still waiting for the strats to be called, and the buy is coming in from TMG slowly but steadily. 4 sets of armor already bought up. I think Petri might want to go with a kit and either a smoke or a nade. Pause gets called off, and Ace there running utility. 1 smoke, 1 flashbang, 1 HE grenade. And A-Star also, I think, might be running utility. I've seen Entity being one of the few teams who actually run a coherent and cohesive pistol strat on Mirage. Nope. Just the single smoke, the single flashbang, and the single nade. So might be seeing a very fast A play here. And 3 players going. Oh, 4 players making their way into Palace. Moon's going to have his work cut out for him. He's the one marking Palace while Marshall marks T-Ramp. There we go. Gets completely blinded there, Moon. Marshall tapping away. Moon does find 1 head, but Sai getting trading. And Sai just the A defense is so weak for TMG at the moment. Bomb does go down. It's going to be a 3v4 retake situation. 2 players have made their way onto the CT spawn. And Ux spotting out Ace, tagging him down, chasing him down almost. And in the meantime, Haku over by CT spawn gets 1, gets instantly traded. And Petri, last man left alive. Even before I have the words out of my mouth, the entire CT retake comes crashing down. And that fast play from Entity just catching TMG completely off guard. And they lose the pistol. So 1 pistol apiece to both Entity and TMG for this game. And funnily enough, both of them pick up the T-side pistols. Meantime, force buy coming out from TMG. I mean, why not, right? Might just break them back. And that's the plan. Ux smoking off B shot so that he might be able to aggress a little bit further. But he needs to be careful here. There's a player right under him, and 2 players have taken up positions at high mid, and they will be spamming through the smoke at a moment's notice. In the meantime, Marshall gets found out by A-Star, who was pushing T-Ramp. And Ux gets spotted crossing into ladder room, tapping away. Does some damage to Excali, but nothing that should bother him too much. Petri, in the meantime, just bombs his way through smoke, tapping away, trying to land a shot. Finally takes down Ace, but in the meantime, takes a lot of damage in return as well. Petri left all alone. Will he manage the kill onto Ribby? Unfortunately, he won't. Does tag him down though, but that's just not going to be enough. 8 rounds to Entity, and now they have a very good chance of not only equalizing the score, but just taking a lead, because the buy coming out from TMG in their first gun round is going to be pretty abysmal. Look at that mid aggression. And yeah, they're all going to be falling like flies. Sai getting the 4K. I think he's on the ace. Oh, and Excali stealing Sai's ace with the Kobe. Really unfortunate. But Sai there, just racking up that match IR. I think Ux, who's calling for TMG right now, is just tired. He's like, Khatam karo yaar, mid rush. And that's exactly what happened. They just lined up for Sai there. Sai and Excali just mowing through the oncoming CTs. That round was over even before I knew it was, even before it started actually. There we go. Ace just bombarding up the short, sorry, underpass. Petri, I think he does spot out Ace or hears him. Rattles off a few shots in order to maybe land a lucky wall bang. Not going to find anything though. This is the standard, very default setup that TMG has on their buy rounds. 1 player in Sniper Nest, 2 players in B, and 2 players in A. Playing rather passive. And Marshall, in the meantime, has taken a lot of damage, and Ace is making his way up connector. In the meantime, Petri holding patiently in Sniper Nest still. And Moon playing by triple. This looks like it's going to be an A hit, and one of the players just might want to start rotating off this B bomb site. And yeah, the smokes come pouring in. Marshall gonna counter smoke. That's gonna give his position away. And completely blinding ace there. Throws away his UMP in the hopes of maybe picking up a better gun. But unfortunately finds the same gun yet again. But that's enough for Marshall. Gets the kill onto A-Star. But Moon getting tagged up through the spam by Sai there onto triple. And just gonna keep spamming. Bomb yet to make its way into the B bomb side, A bomb side, and Excali in the meantime jumps up connector, gets the kill, but Marshall there yet again to get the kill, and Haku cleaning out this round. That was a very good hold and slash retake on the A bomb side. They were more than happy to fall back, let the T's come in, and then just, you know, slice them off and cut them off as they went to plant the bomb at the bomb side. Very good hold coming out from TMG, 10 rounds to 9. But then that was more or less a throwdown from Entity because they didn't buy up much and they can go into this round with a full buy, full stack of nades, AKs across the board. The money on TMG still not looking as good as they'd want it to. And this round is going to be crucial. If they lose this, they might just have to double eco because they're going to get hard reset and the money on them is looking not very good. Yeah, 2 players won't be able to buy for the next 2 rounds easily. Oh, how? Ace finding Marshall and connector. He just comes out of underpass and instant decapitation there. And the players are making their way up B short. Petri should be on hand to spot this out, but unfortunately he's been smoked off. He has no info. And Ribby in the meantime playing the lurk role, and Petri needs to be careful. Oh, that smoke. Saving his life there, Petri. That smoke just bloomed the instant Excali peaked ladder room. And I think just Ribby's presence here has been enough to draw the players off the B bomb site, which is eventually where the hit will come in. Ux making his way in finally, gets blinded up. He needs to be careful. Oh, wow. Sai with the decapitation central right there. And Ux getting instantly traded by Ace. And it's all down to Moon and Petri. And Moon not looking in the pink of health. He does try and climb upstairs, faking it. Gets the kill. But I think the call to save has gone out. They need to save both these rifles. And Petri getting stuck in murder hole. He's going to try his best to save, but I don't think they're going to let him. They're on the hunt here, Entity Esports. Moon very low, bleeding internally. 19 points of HP. And Ace seems to be getting warmer and warmer with every step. But Moon does get the drop on him, makes noise at the worst possible moment. That should allow Petri some breathing room. Can he get another rifle off? Yes, he does. And there we go. Sai is the only one surviving in. Okay, round restarting at the worst possible moment there. 2 guns saved. That means they might be able to do something in this round. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a force buy. Not a big fan of this buy, to be honest, but desperate times, I guess, call for desperate measures. Yep, even Marshall forcing it up right now. And Ribby, expect Eco buys up the Mac 10. I need to see his POV. He's going to run drive-by. He's going to be in drive-by mode this round. Let's see if he can make anything happen. Marshall getting very close to the smoke. Extremely aggro. Needs to be careful. Ribby has an inkling that someone might be playing by the edge of that smoke. But in the meantime, Excali finds Ux and Marshall falls to Ribby. Just not what the doctor ordered for this force buy from TMG. Meantime, Petri pushing up B shot. He needs to be careful. Excali spotting for him, gets 1 kill and falls back, tries to fall back, but Ace is there to trade him out instantly. That's just getting really hairy, and now it's all down to Haku to try and pull something out of the bag for this round. 4v1, will manage to recover the AK, but will he expect someone in connector? No, he won't. Sai to spray him down. Very good, well, anti-half buy coming out from Entity Esports, keeping 4 players alive, and Ribby also managing to rescue her for Mass. And now, oh, look at that. Petri dropping from the server. Even he's like, just like yesterday, Petri dropped, Ux dropped. Then finally, Haku also had to drop because his power went and there was no chance of it coming back. I think it's just internet issues in HSR right now. They're a bit hairy. The entire Bangalore area, like in the entire area of HSR in Bangalore, the internet is acting up, especially ACT, the connection that we all have. And now, why? Finally, Petri back into the server. Pause should be getting called off any second now. Marshall contemplating, getting instructions from Haku there. You see a nod of approval there from Marshall. I think he agrees with whatever Ux is calling right now. Moon, in the meantime, just busy inspecting his Bowie knife. Looks like something straight out of the Predator movie from Arnold Schwarzenegger. Something, yeah, Arnie would be proud of wielding, actually. Very deep strats. I think they're trying to contemplate whether to go for a force. It makes no sense. They've lost 2 in a row. They have 2K on an average across the board. Third round bonus is about $2,400. So they'll be able to buy up in the next round, and Petri will be able to get the kit as well. So they should look to hard eco. Ux does buy up a P250 though. Marshall and Moon on the CT side doing the brunt of the heavy lifting. They're sitting on 19 and 18 frags respectively. And on the flip side, Cali and Sai have just shown up to this matchup. 19 kills apiece for the two of them. Kills fairly evenly distributed across the board for both teams. That means heavy lifting while the other team members slack off. It's a pretty even matchup on paper as well as in game, as things are shaping up right now. But Entity do have the upper hand. The economic edge lies with them, the money on them. If they win this round, which I have no doubt they will start building up and will start to run away from TMG. And the CT side economy is already so hard to maintain that they really need to pick up their next rifle round. And why, Haku? Why did you buy up a P250? Anyway, I'm not the IGL. They're just following what Ux is telling them, and seems like they're just going to go with upgraded pistols on some of them. 3 P250s, and for the time being, still 2 USPs. Oh wow, Petri finding the kill onto Ace. That aggression up underpass really paying dividends, but unfortunately they don't manage to recover the rifle, but they're beating a hasty retreat, expecting a fast play over by the A bomb site. So very good call from Ux to push up underpass with the P250s. But I mean, they are against a fully saving team. They should not be losing any more members. Entity Esports, they should be seeing off this round fairly comfortably. Ribby has all the nades in the world, should look to molly under Palace, and the bomb is was gradually making its way over to the A bomb side, but it seems it's the mid crossing smoke, and in all likelihood they're going to go mid, engage the pistols in the longer ranges, put the range advantage of the rifles to good use. Ribby in the meantime. Okay, so it's going to be a pincered A hit. Worst possible thing that could have happened, because the two CTs on the A side will start getting shot at from 2 very different directions. Marshall is very careful. Ribby does spot him out. And in the meantime, A-Star comes bombarding out of connector and shoots Marshall in the back. That's the A side control completely gone as Moon falls to Ribby. The 3 remaining players from TMG making a beeline for the A bomb side, but that's not gonna help. Ux left again all alone in a 1v4. As I said, the Entity should not lose any more rifles. They've had a very clean, they've played a very clean anti-eco setup so far, and I don't have any reason to believe why they should lose their structure at this key juncture in the game. And down goes Ux. 4 players remaining alive. The money right now getting a little out of hand for Entity, as A-Star and Sai sit. A-Star, Ribby and Sai sit over 5k in the bank. Then, as I expected, the buy coming out from TMG is an anemic one at best. No utility onto Moon. Still don't know why he went for the head armor. Could have just gone for the armor. He knows he'll be facing up against Ops and AKs. Could have bought an extra smoke there instead of the head armor. A very fast A play, it seems. All 5 Ts have made their way outside A ramp, and it's going to be the standard set of smokes. Smokes come raining in a little bit of time. Yeah. And Petri, your utility is what's going to make or break this round. Moon, in the meantime, gets 1 kill, but gets it instantly traded out by Ribby, leaving Petri core on 12 HP, and Ace with the wall bang. Oh god. It's down to Haku, and whoa, Haku, whack! Beautiful shot through the smoke, and okay, Ux not checking his corners. Haku, in the meantime, does find the trade, but it's down to a 1v2. Can he do it? He was hitting some nutty shots in the game against Rage earlier in the evening, so maybe he just has it in him. Oh, that distraction though. Somehow somewhere there was a communication failure. Doesn't have a kit though, so does need to get on the bomb. And did he just time out there for a second? Does look like it, but there we go. Haku might not have time though, unfortunately. It's gonna be close. Nope, does not have the time. He's gonna have to beat a hasty retreat, and unfortunately unable to run away either. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, you need a kit. You always need a kit. Fast play out mid. Petri, that nade gonna sail in and take a chunk of Excali with it. He's down to 61 points of health. Petri is biding his time at mid there. In the meantime, the push up the apartments comes to a screeching halt as both Ux and Haku, the 2 designated B defenders, fall to the influx of the Ts. And it's A-Star who's wrapping around market. They need to be careful. They have forced into this round, so their money cannot be looking that good. Yep, they're going to be on the max loss bonus next round, so should be able to eke out another buy there. But they should look to save this armor and these pistols, and the utility on Marshall and Petri as well. Oh, Marshall picks up a cheeky kill and might just want to run away with that AK. Yup, he'll be running away with that AK. In the meantime, the rest of the entity squad are out on the hunt. Excali just doubling back to check on the bomb and see there's no one attempting a cheeky ninja defuse. No one trying to snacks them, essentially. Excali needs to get retreat a fair distance away to escape the bombs. Blast radius. There's enough time, and okay then, Excali falling to the bomb. And Marshall, Petri and Moon, all 3 managing to save their respective purchases into the previous round. That means a much healthier buy will come out from TMG. We will see a couple of kits hopefully come out. At least Marshall should buy up the kit. Yep, Marshall gets the kit, Moon gets the kit. A much healthier buy. Haku with the swag 7 will be looking to play a lot closer over by B apps. He's I gather for Entity Esports, and he should be playing apps. And yeah, making his way to apps, holding close corners. Swag 7 to the rescue. In the meantime, a lot of presence up by mid for Entity Esports. Oh, Ux spotting out Sai and tags him down. Oh, so low. Sai on 9 points of health. But Excali and Ace in the meantime get the kills onto mid. 2 players unnecessarily peeking out. And Ux at this time has to be a bit disheartened. His team just capitulated in front of his eyes there. Nux going for the cheeky boost up mid. Hasn't tried it yet. Does land the kill onto site, getting at least 1 man back in the favor of TMG. But in the meantime, we do have Ribby making his way to the A-bomb site. He's teasing Moon with those peaks, but Moon has to be careful. He has to stay alive. Ux, in the meantime, watching for a connector push. He knows it's coming. They've done it so many times. In the meantime, the action's going to be happening all over by CT spawn. Haku, Moon, perfect crossfire. Haku tapping down with the USP. Pull out the swag 7 at this range. Oh, the nade sails in but does absolutely nothing. Recovers an AK as well. Both falling back, both low. A-Star on full HP and Ace on 60. It's a pretty doable retake, but in the meantime, the post plants coming in from both the Ts pretty favorable for the plant that they've gone for. They have just 1 flashbang left, and down goes Moon and down goes Haku. 15 rounds on the board for Entity Esports, and it just smells like it's gonna be it's gonna be Entity's day, because the money, not looking good. Op does come out on Marshall though. They're gonna have to force it up. Moon might want to go for an SMG buy. Nope. For Mars, rifles across the board. 3 M4s, 1 for Mars and 1 Op. Marshall's gonna have to go huge with that Op of his this round and show us some of his crazy opping skills that we saw during the match against Rage. And oh, there we go. Starting things off with a bang. Marshall gets the kill onto Sai. 4v5 to the CTs. Now it all comes down to proper, just conservative play, I guess. Just need to keep themselves alive and not give up frags unnecessarily. Excali just feeling out the presence in mid. And yeah, very heavy connector presence. They need to be careful because right now, Marshall needs to be very careful. A-Star finding the kill onto Moon. That means the T's are making their way onto the A-bomb side very, very soon. And Marshall, what a flick. Flick onto Excali, completely erasing him onto the server and landing the shot onto Ribby as well. Somebody stop this kid. Why didn't he pick up the op a couple of rounds ago? They should have just saved it. Oh, Ribby managing to make his escape. Both A-Star and Ribby frightfully low on 5 and 4 HP respectively. It will come down to Ace to make a play, and there he goes. Gets the kill onto Marshall. He was the danger man so far. And Petri in the meantime does get blinded up. But oh, spots out Ace, unable to spray transfer onto the very, very low Ribby. Just a whisker of a bullet passing by the man's armpit would have killed him, Petri. He's on 4 HP right now. 4 HP. A grand total of 9 points of health on TMG right now. And the down goes Ribby. Make that 4. A-Star all alone in a 1v2 clutch situation. And just a smelly fart away from falling to death. That's right. That's exactly what's going to take for him to fall down. And now they know exactly where he's playing from. Haku should be careful. A-Star, not someone to be trifled with, but with so little HP and so much to do. That was like a snowflake's chance in hell of surviving that round and clutching it. Still, 4 more match points to Entity, and they have money. They do have money to eke out another buy. Will Sai go for the op though? Yup, Sai goes for the op. Money gone. This round will make or break it for Entity Esports. And I think they might not have a good read on the CT economy. Marshall still playing fairly aggressive by connector there, and there's no mid presence, so Marshall needs to back off and take a much better position because he can get shot from any direction where he was playing by connector there. Look at what is this? A-Star makes his way out of underpass. Marshall though, keep my sights trained on him. In the meantime, Moon and Petri will have it all to do as A-Star pops around the corner and will be looking to create a lot of noise and as much nuisance as possible over by the A-bomb side, because Sai holding that connector angle, and it's all going to come down to the Ace fake. If he can sell this fake, that means he might manage to peel a few defenders off. But in the meantime, Petri goes down to A-Star and Marshall gets the refrag, but he's fairly low. In the meantime, Moon all alone, he drops down. He's playing default. Needs to be very careful about how he decides to peek. And I think Ribby has spotted him. In the meantime, Ace gets the kill onto Haku as well, and the bomb is making its way towards the B-bomb side. Ux all alone does get a kill onto an unsuspecting Ace. And Sai landing the flick shot. And it's all down to Marshall now. Spots the bomb crossing. Needs to be careful. Both these players are very good shots. And there we go. Moon to fall. Marshall to fall, and so does Moon. 16-11. Entity take this game. I think it was a fairly comfortable at the end of the day. And as I said, their T side is nothing to be trifled with. They showed it against Risky on Inferno, and they've showed it again against TMG, coming from behind after a 9-6 CT half to clinch the game 16-11. It's fet, and that's all from me. If you want, you can follow me on Twitter at @Cheeseman. But that's all from my side. See you again tomorrow, same time, same place. more for more awesome Counter-Strike. Thank you all for watching.
I can feel you when you're not around. When the night gets cold, I won't be alone. We won't be alone.
Back again with the ESL India Premiership 2017's Day 5 stream, people, and now we know that Entity does want to make their presence felt. TMG faces loss in a succession now. First they lost against Risky, now they've lost against Entity. Now with Entity 1 up against TMG, we are in a divide to see who will we see later on when we go towards our Mumbai offline Mega Day event. Ladies and gentlemen, this was the ESL India Premiership 2017's CSGO match between Entity Esports and Trademarc Gaming, where you saw Entity winning. Congratulations Simar, Sethi and gang. I really understand that you guys are going to have a gala night, considering Sunday is also in a lot of places in Bombay karaoke night, and I know Simar Sethi to be quite a fan of the same. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, this was the Day 5 stream of the ESL India Premiership 2017, brought to you by Omen by HP, Zowie by BenQ, HyperX, and organized by Norton Gaming. I am Vagish Godslayer Bhan, and let me remind you, we'll be back again tomorrow on the day 6 of this ESL India Premiership 2017 with the best of games and the best of teams involved. 6:30 p.m. is the time you guys need to remember, because that's when we'll be coming on live on our Facebook page of ESL India and the YouTube gaming channel of ESL India itself. So for now, for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'll take off, but with the promise that we'll come back again tomorrow. Cheers. Keep gaming.
Personalize the way you see everything. And then conquer. Exclusive Black Equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S-switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Adjust the angle effortlessly for maximum comfort.